Hi, I'm Frances Garrett, and I'm the instructor and designer of this course, Biohacking Breath. This is a totally online and asynchronous course in which we're going to be learning about the Buddhist and other practices of breathing as they appear historically from India to China to Tibet and beyond up to today. This is also an experiential learning course, which means that you'll be practicing some of these traditions of breathing yourself. You'll also be walking outside regularly and doing your homework in natural settings, taking pictures and doing art, observing your environment. So as for the work for this semester, there are 6 main modules of content where you'll be doing readings, watching videos, or listening to audio, and then doing written reflections for each unit. You'll also contribute a piece of photography or art or maybe a short video that you've taken while you're out doing your walking, and you'll upload those to the unit questionnaire. But then you'll also upload your image or your media to the class Padlet page so that you can share that with other people. What you're trying to do as you're walking outside, exploring the topics of this course, is to see wind and to see breath around you. As you read, you'll discover that there are so many interesting ways to do this. It's something you probably haven't thought much about or beforehand, but once you start thinking about it throughout the course of this semester, you'll start seeing wind and breath everywhere around you. This is something that I shot recently, just a short video of fire, which is animated or enabled by wind or even by breath, since sometimes you have to blow on it, right, to get it started. And so this is where this is Padlet, and you'll upload your short examples of where you're seeing the invisible. You're seeing breath and wind outside your environment. The second main component of the course is 2 5-week breathing practices. You'll be learning these 2 intentional breathing practices, spending 5 weeks to really practice those at least 5 days a week for 15 minutes a day at least. You'll complete a practice log for each one of those sessions, where you'll comment on what you experienced. You can read a lot more about this aspect of your work for the semester on the course website, but basically you'll choose a single practice to do for the first 5 weeks, then you'll submit a self-assessment of your performance, tell us how you did, how it went for you, and then you'll do a second series for a second 5 weeks. You can start these at any time, but you should ideally start in the second or third week of the class at latest. Go for 5 weeks, and you could take a break around midterms, and then go for another 5 weeks, and then you'll finish up the semester having done both of those series. You have 3 options to choose from. For the first session of 5 weeks, you could stay entirely on what's called the 4-7-8 breath of intentional breathing, which is a very simple but very powerful practice. You could also start with the Qigong breath movement practice, which is a little more extensive, or you could start with the Hara breath therapy. So you'll have the whole semester to do these 5-week sessions, to do 2 of them, and you have 3 choices. You can choose 2 out of those 3. You can do them in whatever order suits you best. The fourth component of your work is contributing a favorite piece of work for the whole class to see. So most of your writing will be seen only by me or your TA, but finally at the end of the semester you'll select one of your most favorite pieces of writing. This could be just even like a paragraph or 2, and submit it online so I can then share that writing with everyone to see. Finally, as part of the self-assessment or ungrading practice that we're doing in this class, you'll be doing these self-assessment forms where you're going to fill out online a very detailed questionnaire in which you discuss your learning experience. I want to ask you to start out the semester by introducing yourself on the discussion forum so we can all learn who else is in the class, even though we won't meet each other as an asynchronous class. Also, please complete the introductory survey in that About the Course module. Before we get to the first of the 6 units, in that About the Course module, you're also going to learn a little bit about why you should learn about breathing, why you might want to, what's interesting about breathing. And you'll learn about why we're emphasizing walking in this course and what it means to do your work outside. The last couple of years have been really a difficult time when all of us have been struggling with different kinds of health scares, health challenges, health issues, and I have no doubt that this semester some of you will be dealing with illness or grief in a continuing way, and some of us may fall ill this semester. We should all work to support each other throughout this semester, this whole year, to be patient and compassionate with each other. And I'm here to support you, so please let me know if you need assistance at any time. If you have a disability or health consideration that might require some accommodations, you can just contact me directly or one of the TAs. If you prefer to go through accessibility services, you can totally do that. But if you also want to just come to us directly and tell us what you need, what kind of help you need to do your best in this class, then we're super eager to help you. You don't need to give us any evidence or details about your condition or your needs. Just tell us what we can do to help you. There are no late policies for this class. We do have recommended deadlines for all the work, but there's no official penalty for being late. I encourage you to stay to the recommended deadlines just so you can stay on track and not fall behind. And if you do stay to the recommended deadlines, it gives us more time to give you the kind of feedback that we want to give. If you do hand in your work well past the recommended deadline, it's just harder for us to give you feedback that you might need or want. In this course, we're practicing ungrading. That means that I and the TAs will not be assigning grades for your work. Instead, you'll be assessing and commenting and thinking about your own performance. You'll do this by filling out these extensive surveys periodically, describing what you've learned, how you've connected course materials to aspects of your studies outside the class or to aspects of your life experiences. In the process of doing the work for this class, you will be interacting regularly with me or the TAs. We're going to be reading your work and giving you feedback, but we won't be assigning grades. You'll do that part yourself in these assessment surveys. At the end of the semester, obviously, I need to record a grade into the system, and so I will take the grades that you've given yourself in those assessment surveys and put them all together into your final grade for the course. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. I'm super excited to get to know all of you. It's an asynchronous class, so we won't actually meet in person or even on Zoom. But if you'd like to get together by Zoom or in person with me, I'm around on campus, and I'd be very happy to get in touch with you or to meet with you. Our TAs are also available to work with you individually, so please don't hesitate to get in touch anytime. We look forward to experiencing this class with you together this semester.